somebody was like, I saw somebody say this, and like, I respect them, but I almost blew a gasket where they were like, yeah, man, we could just give Shedeur another year and then bring in Mac Jones and build around that. And I'm like, ain't that the same fucking thing we've been doing for 4 years?
Bro, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, bro.
We've done this so many times.
It's not going to work. You know what they're going. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They are going to take a quarterback. It literally just depends on who comes out. That's it. They're taking a quarterback, and Mendoza's coming out. So you know what? If they have the first crack at the quarterback, that's who it's going to be.
Pretty easy. Like,
if Ty Simpson comes out, then it becomes a conversation of who are they going to take between Ty Simpson and Mendoza. I personally would prefer they take Ty, but that's just
What do you like about Ty? Because I've seen you've been going hard for Ty recently. What is drawing your eye to?
I'm playing the flag. That is my guy. That's what I want them to take. I just love the way I love his pocket presence, bro. I love him. He plays like a quarterback who has way more starts than he actually has. He only has 9 starts, but he does not play like that.
I think I was talking to Corey about this. He was like, hey, man, playing practice at Alabama is probably better experience than like going up in like the American Conference and trying to play football. Like, you're going up against unreal guys. Like, if you think of who's been at Alabama since Ty Simpson's been there, 2022, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you just think about all the players that have been at Alabama in that time.
Man, Ty had a quote where he said, like, man, practicing against Nick Saban defenses made it feel like you couldn't play.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't good. Because they had all these, you got all these on top of him being like one of the greatest college coaches of all time. They have all these dudes who are going high, who are high draft picks in the NFL, and you got to go against them every day.
He was the only defensive coordinator Bill Belichick ever saw power to. Like, on the defensive side of the ball. That's who Nick Saban is, right? Like,
it is insane who you have to go up against. And he got his opportunity to start, and he is fucking shredding teams. No.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's shredding teams, bro.
Yeah, I think ultimately it might come down to like, well, how do they look in the playoffs too, right? That's going to matter. What do you prefer size-wise? Because Mendoza is a legit 6'5", 230, and he can move a little bit. It's going to be the small things, right? But I see no reason to crash out either way.
I'm not crashing out. Like, if they take Mendoza, I'll be fine. I'm like, okay.
This isn't Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, right? To me, this is more like, okay, Jaden Daniels or Drake May. Like, which guy did you like? Do you want the younger guy? Do you want the older guy? Well, they're both the same age, right?
They're both the same age.
Yeah. So, and then maybe you throw, maybe Dante comes out, maybe Dante doesn't. I don't think there's going to be that much of a market for quarterback this season because so many teams are occupied at the position. I think there's like 3 teams that have no obligations. Well, 2 teams if you don't count the Saints, and that's like the Browns and the Jets. It's not really.
The Jets might get a vet like that's going around, that they might just try to get a vet QB too. So it's like,
yeah. So it's like, all right, it's right fucking there.
And they're saying the Saints really want to stick with Shuck too. By the way,
I watched that game. He didn't look that bad.
Hey, good for us.
He played well, but what I'm saying is that's good for the Browns if they want to take a quarterback.
If they want to do the Brandon Whedon year on Tyler Shuck, God bless them. Okay, I am not. I will put the propaganda out for them. I was like, oh man, Shuck looked great. Can't take a quarterback. Got Shuck.
Somebody said, for all we know, they're allowing Shedeur to redshirt behind Dylan. Let me tell you something.
Where do people get this from? They drafted him in the 5th round.
That's not what that is.
They're not redshirt.
He's not a secret 1st round pick, guys.
Like, everyone is saying, oh man, how could they let this man fall this far? I'm like, brother, I had a 2nd round grade on Shedeur, and I really didn't have a 1st round grade on most of these quarterbacks because they were just iffy. Shedeur is not someone that's going to raise the ceiling of a team or a floor. He's Brock Purdy. If you can get Brock Purdy level production out of him, that's fine with me. But people make it seem like he's some special prospect. I'm like, no, man, he's just decent.
Yeah, I just need some objective reality to be introduced into these conversations because, like, all you're hearing is, man, Shedeur would have made that throw and this and that. And it's like, let's just see him play, right? And then go from there. Like, I don't know what Shedeur is going to be. I thought he was talented enough to go on day 2 of the draft. So him going to day 3 was a bit of a shock, right? But, I also didn't think he was the type of prospect that's going to step onto an NFL field immediately in his NFL career and have immediate success. because of how he needs to get success. It's just one of those things where you need a lot of snaps to get to that place where you could play that same way that he played at Colorado. And you still have the concerns about the pocket mechanics. You still have concerns about his ability to avoid sacks at the NFL level. And the decision-making has been, something that has been interesting to watch, right? If we're talking about Dylan Gabriel not managing the game, what did he do? He did the thing that drives a fucking QB film school crazy, JT O'Sullivan, where he does he take a sack instead of getting an incompletion? Yeah. He runs out of bounds instead of getting an incompletion, which I know that drives Mr. O'Sullivan nuts. And there's just some stuff that he does where it's we'll see how that works. Him playing versus Baltimore with Kyle Hamilton just roaming around there, I felt like would be a bad idea. If you're trying to get a spark in the team, sustain it, and it's not going to sustain itself versus the Ravens going to try to come out there and beat the shit out of you this week. And I understand this is a division game. And the Browns and Kevin Stefanski has usually done a good job in division, but none of the Kevin Stefanski stats are holding this year, okay? None of the Stefanski-isms. Those levees are breaking. Every single one of those levees are breaking this year, dog. Oh, Stefanski don't lose back-to-back games. Get the fuck out of here. He's lost a bunch of them. He wins in division games. We blew a game versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Got our ass beat versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if we got it anymore, dog.
Yeah, everything's pointing to a new coach being here in 8 weeks.
Yeah, everything that brought you to the table was Stefanski over the last few years. It just seems like it ain't there anymore. And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? I don't want to be out here looking for a new coach, but if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I know Curtis got some shit to say because he's thinking about Clint Kubiak getting that Browns job, and I don't think he's a fan of that.
Hey, man, look.
Hey, no, I'm interrupting. You know why I'm interrupting? Because I'm in a group chat with Curtis. And you know what Curtis did when we brought it up in the group chat and we wanted Clint Kubiak? He was like, man, y'all need to get it out the mud. Why y'all trying to take Clint? Y'all don't need Clint. Why you trying to take Clint? I'm like, oh, I see what this is. I see what this is.
So Curtis hating. That's what's going on. Curtis hating. Exposed.
I'm like, what you mean get it out the mud, bro? What you talking about?
What to do with Shane Waldron and Ryan Grubb for the past 2 years. I got a semi-competent offensive coordinator, and all y'all want to do is take it away. No, get it out the mud. Don't care. But he got a big test this week. I got to see how it goes. But if he passed that test, conversation will be had. But if not, oh well. Because he got a big test this week.
He's ours, brother.
Get ready. You gonna see a lot of them. You gonna see a lot of them.
First year, you gonna hear Spiro Ditas. Next year, week 1. First year head coach for the Browns, Clint Kubiak. Father, obviously, Gary Kubiak. Yeah, he had a lot of success with Seattle last year. It's going to be interesting to see what he could do with Cleveland and their new quarterback.
Now, way off topics. Find me a commentary that is so attached to Cleveland sports than Spiro Davis. Every time he calls a Cavs game or a Browns game, some bad shit always happens. Y'all never.
Let me tell you something, bro. Nobody want to be at these fucking Browns games less than Adam Archuleta. Okay,
I want to be here.
He was like, "Yeah, we gotta watch Dylan Gabriel again." I guess he's got an all right touchdown interception ratio, but I knew he was over it, bro. He brought out the film because Dylan didn't throw a whip route for 3 yards and he ran for 10. I'm like, bro, that is
over it, bro.
Oh my God. Dylan Gabriel got 56 rushing yards in that game, and everybody don't give a fuck about it. I feel so bad for him.
That's what happens when you be losing, bro. bro. And everybody wants your backup to start.
No, he losing and he little. It don't help nothing that he little.
Oh man, they set him up so bad by having Shedeur here, dog. They set him up.
They fucked him over, man. That was such a bad idea. Look, they gotta wash their hands of this completely. They're gonna I think the obvious route here is you're gonna end up trading Shedeur in the offseason.
Oh yeah, especially when they draft quarterback in the first round. They're gonna get him out of here.
Nah, they go, and then you know who's the perfect guy to keep if you're trying to get the new guy over? Dylan Gabriel, baby. Ain't nobody calling for the backup all year.
Nobody calling for him to play.
Then we
bruh.
gonna sit through them fucking struggles. Hey, we gonna be like, all right. You just got to get the most sauceless backup that you can get, and that is Dylan Gabriel right there. Like, okay, we love our starter.
Sean Richard said, "Who in the chat played Dispatch? Cove and Curtis. I know y'all do. I definitely started playing Dispatch.
Hey man, cinema.
It's fire.
What's Dispatch?
It's you.
Let me start here. Have you ever played like any of the Telltale games?
Yeah.